Thank you for listening to today's Bible reading lesson. The lesson today is I can be the one. Reading in the book of Ezekiel is kind of discouraging. All of the wicked things that, even though the children of God have been taken into captivity because of their rebellion, because of their ungodliness, because of their worldliness, they're still just rejecting God. And you think about how horrible that is. And in the midst of that, Ezekiel cries out in chapter 22 and verse 30. He says, I sought a man among them that they should make up the hedge, stand in the gap before me for the land, that I should not destroy it. But I found none. It's sad enough to see the wickedness, but then to think that as God instructed Ezekiel to say, I can't find anybody to stand in the gap. You know, how horrible is that? And you think about our world today. The Apostle Paul warned, of course, that the terrible things would still abound in 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter, in the latter days, which, we've been in the last days since the day of Pentecost, according to God. And things just continue to go on wicked because people, as talked of in 2 Timothy 4, they won't abide by sound doctrine. They won't endure it. And they want teachers that will scratch their itching ears that say everything's okay. But the answer was that God still looks for someone to stand. Every age, every generation needs somebody to stand up and say enough is enough. God's way is this, and to stand forth teaching the word as they themselves follow it and encourage others to follow that same way. You go back to Ezekiel, the 22nd chapter and verse 30, and you get sad when you realize the wickedness, the damage that's been done to God's plan, and the sadness of him saying, I sought for a man, but I found none. But then you realize, I can be the one. You, male, female, young, old, you can make the decision to be the one. God always is looking for somebody to take a stand. That's what Jesus' admonition was in Matthew 28:18-20. Recognize his power, his authority over all the earth, and go and teach that word, encourage, exhort people to observe all things that he has commanded. Do like Paul told Timothy, preach the word. Do like Paul admonished those in Philippi. He told them that he himself was known, that he was set for the defense of the gospel. But he says, I want to hear about you, that you're striving together for the faith of the gospel in Philippians 1 and verse 27. You see, he told each one of those, you can be the one. And the truth is, I get disheartened from reading Ezekiel, but that again, then I get strengthened by realizing I can be the one that God is looking for. Thank you for listening. And you have a great day. And you will if you realize and act upon the fact you can be the one. Thank you again for joining us in this Bible study. We remind you, if you'd like to follow along in our daily Bible reading, the link below in the description of this video will give you the PDF so you can read right along with us. If you have any other questions or if you'd like information on a Bible study, contact us with the information provided on the screen before you.